This might get weird.
We're going.
We're rolling?
We are rolling.
Oh, cheers, Grace Helbig.
Cheers, Mamrie Hart.
I mean, it's been 84 years.
That GIF, I just pictured you doing it.
The old lady lifting her head on the Titanic. That's probably my most used GIF, which makes me think that I'm just bad at keeping in touch with people.
I mean, it's a classic,
If
though.
my most used one is just saying how long it's been since we've talked.
Yeah, that's true.
But truly, we took last week off because we are now working with the Roost.
We are working with the Roost. You might hear some ads in this episode, which is just, guys,
Fuck yeah.
root for us.
Fuck yes.
I'm excited to sell you guys some shit.
Don't be mad at the ad. You know, be glad.
Don't be mad at the ad. Be glad.
Be glad. I don't know.
I love it. Also, I mean, comes without saying, really. It's like the only stuff that we're going to be promoting is stuff we genuinely find interesting.
Absolutely.
Or think that you'll genuinely find
this is
interesting.
what I'm excited about because this is my
Free
only
stuff.
free shit. This is my first podcast, first and only. And so when they're emailing us about would you guys be comfortable doing this ad read and saying you might have to use the stuff, they might have to send it to you. I'm like, swag all day.
Yeah.
Give me that free shit. Yeah. Because I like to keep a corner of my house called the regifting suite.
Yeah.
And then I just wait till I get enough of that shit and then send it to my family and I look like fucking Santa.
A genius.
Yes.
A Robin Hood, if you will.
You know it. Take from those corporations and give to the redneck sisters.
But it really has been 2 weeks since we've seen each other.
We have traveled America separately.
Yeah. And we've been away 2 weeks. That means each of us have lived 1,000 lives.
Absolutely. It's like one of those things where I don't even know where to get started.
I don't know either.
Well, actually, I know where to start.
Start it off.
Because this is a warning about maybe what will be a natural ad break if I have to stop because I haven't shit in 4 days.
This is okay. Elliot just had this problem.
Really?
Sorry to put you on blast, Elliot.
Well, I wish I was on blast.
Oh man, he too. And I was like, you should get a laxative. He's like, I don't know about that. I was like, Mamrie used to do that when we were travel all the time.
Well, because I've had, I've talked about it at length. Written about it at length about how sometimes when I travel a lot, my stomach like just freaks out and stops.
Yeah.
But I've been back here almost a week, but for some reason it just hasn't happened. Took a laxative last night.
Any signs of improvement?
So if shit goes boom boom right now,
then there might be a natural ad break
where
for us.
I just run and shit my pajamas. Okay,
I'd be proud of you. No, we were a little drunk in New York, and he was going through it, and like we went to a Walgreens just to get a bunch of toiletries because we were going to a wedding the next day, and I was like, maybe now's the time.
Get a non-spawn.
We got X-Lax chocolate. They make it into chocolate that tastes really fucking good.
Wait, you just ate it, Grace?
I did it.
You just did it
out of like sympathy,
camaraderie?
empathy. But also like my stomach was a little fucked up too. So it was and also it was delicious chocolate, which is so dangerous.
That's scary to keep in your house.
That's too dangerous. I mean, there's one like edibles that are too delicious that are dangerous, and now laxatives that are too delicious.
Oh no!
God, I'm 33.
I think, when you look forward to your evening laxative with maybe a hot tea or a cocoa,
but they know what they're doing.
Oh, I got a shitting story. Sorry, we are back and ready to rock. Okay. A couple weeks ago, I was at Le Pan Cosadan or whatever. I have no idea how to say that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Le Pan Don Quixote.
Yeah. The Pain La Quinta Inn.
Yes. the painful La Quinta. And I was there. I was getting ready to meet with our now joint accountant.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, I'm here early. I should go pee. So I go outside and they had like two bathrooms, single person bathrooms, non-gender, it didn't matter. I'm waiting in line. This large man comes up behind me, bald hair, and he goes, oh, what about the men's room? And I went like, oh no, it's like non-gender. I'm waiting. They're both full. And he is like sweating.
Oh no.
And like rocking from foot to foot.
Oh no.
You know, when
all
you're
the
like,
signs are there.
when it happens and you're like, I gotta keep moving, or like something else is gonna, like I gotta keep my brain focused on something.
I just tricked my digestive system
sweating.
into thinking we're still walking to the bathroom.
Exactly. But when one of the bathroom frees up, I can't be like, hey dude, you obviously have to poop.
You got those shit sweats.
I mean, you are freaking the fuck out. So I just went in there, and then, so I'm on the toilet. Thank God, because I would have peed my pants. I'm on the toilet. He finally gets in there.
Oh no.
And he starts very loudly being relieved and talking through it. And
wait, he's saying actual words?
I have 4 seconds of it recorded.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay, literally, Grace, are you doing an impression of him? Because he'd been doing this for 30 seconds before I got my phone. One more time. He moaned, oh my God, for like a minute straight. I was like waddling, hadn't even wiped yet, getting my phone out of my purse, trying to hit record, making sure I wasn't recording my bare vagina. Literally.
It sounded like a cross between like Moaning Myrtle from Harry Potter and like the things that you hear on the Dumb Ghost Adventures like episodes where they're like, she said yes.
Yeah,
she
totally.
said like, watch out. And it's just like,
oh my God. It was crazy.
It's an actual cartoon.
I mean, it might be what I do when this laxative finally kicks in, but I was just like, I've been holding on to that for 3 weeks.
Wow, that's a real. I mean, he took some coal and made some diamonds there.
I mean, truly.
Wow. Well, okay.
Shout out to that guy. And I mean, is it a new low that I
recorded a man taking a shit in public?
Yeah. Do I regret it? Not at all. Have I listened to it every other day just to like make myself smile? Of course. It might be my new ringtone.
So if people see you in public, just be very wary of the audible conversations you have with yourself or others
with your butthole. Anyway,
that is amazing.
Yeah, so now we've spent the first 7 minutes of this podcast talking about shit.
So we couldn't be more on brand. We've been away for too long.
I have so much to talk about. Do you want to kick us off?
Sure.
You got something crazy?
Well, just overview. I went down to Florida.
Yes, the limp dingaling of America.
Yep, the sweaty, musty limp dick of the United States. And it was super fun. Elliot did a stand-up show there in Tampa, and it was really, really fun and sweet, and got to meet his family, and it was all very sweet.
Ooh.
It was a lot, but sweet. It's also, he announced during his show that I was meeting his family for the first time.
Way to pull all the attention towards you.
Well, he had like 30 family members at the show.
Oh, okay, got it.
And then and they cheered for him from a section like he was Justin Bieber, which was very sweet. But then everyone that came up after the show that like knew,
good luck,
yeah,
dude.
They were like, oh, you're meeting the family. Have a good, like, you're gonna be great. I'm like, oh no, this is very sweet and very like gracious,
debutante
but, like,
ball.
Now I'm just being observed in a new way.
Mm-hmm.
But we went out to the bar with his family afterwards, and then kind of like ducked out and did our own thing, and found a bar that was like doing last call down the street. And then got in an Uber back to our hotel. And it had been like a whole night. Like I had been emotionally exhausted just from like talking to everyone. And he had a great set, and it was really fun. And our Uber driver, we get in the car, and he starts talking. He's really sweet, energetic, like such a nice seeming guy. He has this accent that's like kind of French, kind of like Eastern European.
Oh, okay.
But he just seemed like jovial and nice. And I was like, perfect. This is the energy that I need right now at the end of this night.
If you're going to talk, at least have it be like that.
Yeah, we have like a 15-minute ride. Like this guy just seems pleasant. Great. And then he starts to tell us, he goes, I'm glad you guys are making out of this neighborhood okay. And both of us just immediately go, And he goes, yeah, I got drugged here on Friday night and woke up face down on the sidewalk.
What?
He's like, today's the first day I can eat solid food again.
Holy shit!
We were like,
oh my God.
What? And he's like smiling and still like jovial.
Is he on Molly?
It was so nuts. He's like, yeah, they also took my phone and I got a new phone today. And we were like, are you okay?
Are you all right?
He's like, yeah, I'm fine. he said, he's like, yeah, I fell down on the street and then I pretended I was asleep. And then he watched a man get kicked by 4 other men at a hookah. It was so insane.
Oh my word.
He was just basically telling us how dangerous.
A smile?
Yeah, and how dangerous and lucky we were to get out of this neighborhood okay tonight.
But that sounds like something you say before you murder someone.
Oh, it was so nuts. And I was just like, I have 1 cylinder left of my brain because I've been firing on all cylinders all night to be able to process what's happening. And I like immediately start writing it down. And I posted a picture on our Patreon page because he had these air sick bags in the back of his car.
That was amazing.
They just say, "Are you drunk?" And I'm like, this guy, one, is prepared and has been through some shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was just so happy. He was like, "You guys having a good night?" We're like, "Yeah, it's been great." Blah, blah, blah. I'm really glad you guys made it out of this neighborhood. I got drugged here on Friday night and woke up face down on the sidewalk. They took my phone too. I was like,
wow.
Okay, sir. 5 stars?
Yeah, truly. I guess I'll add a tip to this ride.
Today's the first day I can eat solid food. And then we're like, he's telling us this whole thing, and then the last thing he says before we get to the hotel, he goes, "Have you seen the guy with the snakes in his shopping cart yet?"
Wait, what?
He just pointed to like a spot under an overpass
where guys keep snakes in a shopping cart.
Like a guy that keeps a bunch of snakes in a shopping cart that he just pushes around. And I told this to Elliot's like sister-in-law the next morning, and we were talking about this ride, and she goes, "Oh yeah, that's what the opener for the show was talking about, the guy with the snakes in the shopping cart," because he was a local that opened the show.
So it's like a known Tampa thing.
He's a celebrity.
Holy shit.
God, I didn't see the man with the snakes in the shopping cart.
Tampa is so fucking crazy. There's a guy there who like dresses as Peter Pan every day. Mm-hmm. Have you seen him?
No, I didn't see much.
He's got like a full bowl cut. He's like a man in his 60s. He dresses like Peter Pan every day. It's just like known that Peter Pan guy lives a normal life, but just dresses full green little outfit, like, you know, like weird, like tiny,
like ice
old
dancer
school
outfit.
Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to pull up a picture of him just so, because you need to see, and then everyone can go Google it. Peter Pan guy, Tampa. Let's see.
I just love that they're...
immediately images. He just dresses as Peter Pan.
Wow.
So anyway, so I've known about this guy for like 20 years. And then, unbeknownst to me, I'm home in North Carolina one day. My mom pulls up a pic. She's like, "Oh yeah, my friend since high school is his wife."
What?
She just accepts that her husband dresses as Peter Pan every day.
She dresses like Tinkerbell.
She dresses normally normal, but I was like, "Oh, Mom, the Peter Pan man has spent the night at my mother's house." I was just like, this guy from Tampa I've heard about forever, my mom is friends with.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
It's so funny. And I was just kind of like, wow, I need to be more open-minded. If like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not into cargo pants. You know, I'd be like, deal breaker. And this guy dresses as Peter fucking Pan.
Our friend Hannah used to wear denim vests all the time, and that
was a rough phase.
That was scary.
That was a rough phase when she was a vest girl.
Oh, I loved it.
Oh, okay. Well, speaking of,
what you got?
Like bad people.
That's our new segment. Bad people.
Hey guys, welcome to Bad People. Yeah. Okay, so I'm writing a script, and it takes place in Kentucky in 1992. Okay. And in one of the scenes, it'll be in a strip club. And so I was like, oh, I should just see what a real. Like if there's like, what's the oldest strip club in Louisville, Kentucky? Yeah. And like use real names because, you know, if you see a movie that it's where you're from, you're like, oh, fuck yeah. They use like a real thing that's an insider thing. So I find the oldest strip club.
By Googling. You didn't physically go there.
No, I wish. Oh my God. I haven't traveled that much. But the first review that pops up for this strip club is 1 star.
Oh my God.
And this is the review.
Oh no.
Beware of a girl named June Thomas, aka June Cox. She works here and she sets guys up for robbers. Look her up on Facebook. She has a bad leg that appears to be infected. Do not take her to your home. And it has thumbs up. Like people thumbed up the comments.
There's
like
so much to unpack with this.
She look her up on Facebook. She sets guys up for robbers. She has a bad leg that appears to be infected. Do not take her to your home.
Clearly this man has taken her to her home, to his home.
Exactly. June Thomas, aka June Cox.
And it appears to be infected. So
has stolen her shit and hobbled off
Do not try to put peroxide on her leg. It's not coming back.
It's infected, you guys. If you have sex with her, she's going to have one leg out to the side.
And also, don't bring her to your house. She doesn't deserve that sort of domestic.
That really cracked my ass up. I was like, that's a quality fucking...
Oh, now I want to look at like reviews for a lot of different strip clubs.
Yeah, it was incredible.
If you guys find reviews for strip clubs in your local area, please put them on our Patreon. We'd love to see them.
This can segue me into another story.
Please.
That has to do with the sex industry.
Yep. Okay. This is great.
Hit my tooth on the mic. Okay. So one of the things I did while we were on our hiatus, our 1 week, everyone was like...
we just got our flights mixed up and then we couldn't record.
Well, what happened is, I was going to be going from North Carolina. I was going to host a Chelsea Handler event for her book tour. I was going to go from there to Denver to see Chip and also see Michael Buckley, our friend, and then come home.
Yeah.
And then like right before I leave for North Carolina, Chip calls me and he's like, hey, this last episode we're not filming, so there's no point to come to Denver. By the time you are flying, I will already be driving the trucks back to LA.
Right.
So I changed my flight. I come back to LA, and then here's the whole thing. It's a couple weeks before I was finally going to see him. We'd only seen each other 12 hours in a month and a half.
Right.
So, we're all like, okay, I'm ready to be reunited.
Yeah.
Chip sends me a picture of his credit card, and he's like, buy a bunch of lingerie and have it sent to my hotel. And I was like, this is sexy.
Wow.
Like, I'm not a lingerie gal as I sit here in pajamas covered in stormtroopers.
But dudes and ladies, take note.
But yeah, so he's good at these moves where he was like, on my dime, buy some sexy shit, get it sent here.
Daddy Warbucks.
Yeah, like... So I was like, yes, sir. This is sexy. And of course, I just like forgot to do it and kept forgetting. I was like, oh, shit. I forgot. So then he was like, don't come to Denver. I was like, phew, I forgot to order lingerie. Right. And then he's like, did you have stuff? Is stuff on its way here? And I was like, no, babe, I forgot to do it. And he was like, okay. So long story short, I'm like 2 days before flying back to LA, and Chip goes, because his birthday was Monday night at midnight.
Right.
And I wasn't going to see him till his actual birthday, but I was flying home on Monday. And he goes, hey, babe, will you make reservations for my birthday at this place that we went one time? And I went, no, babe, that's in Vegas. Like, that's not in LA. And then he sends me a screenshot picture of a flight to Vegas for me. So, but I'm going from North Carolina to Vegas, not prepared at all. Like, where it's just like, I've just been on my own, everything's dirty, whatever. And then I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, damn, now I want the lingerie. Now we're going to have like a night in Vegas. He had a suite. It's his birthday. And I'm like, sorry, babe, I've got nothing cute. I don't even have clean panties. Like, And I go, there's no lingerie stores in Chapel Hill. And he goes, well, whatever. You didn't follow directions. You had one job. It's like, shit. So I Google and I find one like sex store like 20 minutes away.
From
where I am
are
in Chapel Hill.
Oh, boy.
Called Cherry Pie.
Yep, that sounds great.
And I'm like, okay, I need to get to Cherry Pie. But I don't have a car and I cannot take an Uber to a sex store, right?
I mean, you can.
I could, but no. So I find that it's right beside or like 20 to 30 yards away from a Mexican restaurant.
Yep.
So, and that's the only thing on the road. Like, so I get an Uber to the Mexican restaurant and I have like the most jovial man ever. He had just moved there from Senegal. He thought I was hilarious. He said, do you want kids? I said, no, I like money. He laughed for 3 miles. Like, he loved me. He's like, you're so funny. So then he drops me off. He's asking me if the Mexican place is good. Like, I'm just lying. I'm like, yes.
Just really grilling you. The Mexican place, right? You want to go. I mean, this man has dropped people at this Mexican place to go to that sex shop before.
So I get out and I'm just messing on my phone and he's like taking his time to leave. So I have to pretend I'm waiting for a friend. Finally, he leaves. I duck out. So then I'm scared that he's just turning around and coming back. It was a whole thing. I'm like walking through bushes to get to Cherry Pie.
Now become like a father figure that you don't want to be caught going into a sex shop in front of.
Absolutely. So I walk through the back trail, the back bushes to Cherry Pie, which is like a house with columns. I get in there. I spend way too much money. My friend Haley is coming to hang out with me for the night. So I get her just a large black penis shaped like water bottle.
Yeah, perfect.
Huge, you know? And so I check out, like I have no shame, whatever, until I leave, go back through the bushes. And then stand in front of the Mexican restaurant to call another Uber. And I'm just wondering what the people who are sitting in the windows,
restaurant.
like they just saw me leave, come back with a huge cherry pie bag.
Oh my God.
And get picked up again. The guy's like,
was it the same guy?
No, thank God. But again, he's like, how's this Mexican place? Like, I'm like, it was really good. The fajitas, I mean, I was just lying through my teeth. It was so great. I get back to the hotel and I have a ridiculous night. I can talk more about it later. We like tried to get into a haunted room at the hotel. But the long story short is Haley's got this huge this huge ding dong, and we leave the next morning. We're so hungover. I'm like, let's stop and get a coffee. We get a coffee. Like the woman is so just not pleased with us. She's used to classy people.
Sure.
We were at the classy hotel. And then she's like, should I leave room for milk? And Haley's like, nope, I just like it black. And then she goes, mm-hmm. And then we leave. And I realize because she's got just a bag with nothing in it but a huge black cock. Water. I mean, it's like this big. I'll put a picture of Haley posing with it on Patreon.
Oh my God.
And I was just like, what a fucking mess we are. But I had a bunch of lingerie. I went to Vegas. We went out. I went to a Dead Mouse concert randomly. I went to an EDM concert. It was a whole ordeal. But anyway, Happy birthday, Chip.
Happy birthday, Chip.
And thank you to Cherry Pie. So yeah, another pimp move for you people out there that if you want your lady or man to feel sexy, send your credit card for them to get lingerie.
Chip has a legacy that precedes and exceeds you.
It's true.
Because I was in Orlando, or I was in Tampa.
Oh, shit.
And I ran into Allie Speed, came to the show, and I was talking to her and her mom after the show, and she was just like, Chip seems like the best person in the universe. And I was like, this is everyone that has like different degrees of separation from you still is like obsessed with Chip.
Yeah.
And she's like, he smiles and it's like the sweetest thing. And I think I saw Mamrie post a video of him like dancing in a car and singing songs. And I was like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Chip, don't get too cocky. You're still a fucking grump in the mornings, but I love you. So that was my sex romp in Chapel Hill.
And
just
you know what?
Through the bushes.
You supported local businesses.
I did. I got a lot there. I got a lot of stuff there.
If Cherry Pie is in a house with columns on it, they seem like they may be doing pretty well.
They had like a cool 70s van out front with Cherry Pie. But
I mean, a van in front of a sex shop is a little curious.
No, but it was like a cool like Scooby-Doo van. So I, of course, got in front of it with my bag and danced to Warrant's Cherry Pie and sent it to Chip and was like, mission accomplished. Don't say that I don't follow directions. Anyway,
I follow them when I want and how I want,
motherfucker. Guys, it's our first ad break ever.
Amazing.
Oh, this is incredible, and we couldn't be more excited for this first ad to be going to Casper Mattresses.
Yeah, Casper's a sleep brand that makes expertly designed products to help you get your best rest one night at a time.
Yeah.
And from two constantly sleepy ladies, this is really important to us.
I mean, I loved Devon Sawa as Casper, but I think I like sleeping on my actual Casper even more than him.
That's very, very astute assessment.
Yes, I have a Casper mattress. It was super easy, and as a lazy person, I love the fact that they actually ship the mattress in a tiny box to you. It's crazy how it unravels out of this small box.
Yeah.
If you're not satisfied with it, you can totally return it hassle-free, and shipping is free in the U.S. and Canada. So having a mattress shipped to your front door instead of having to, do a favor for a guy waiting in a truck is great.
And we've done too many favors for men in trucks. And they also have a wide variety of types of mattresses because we all sleep differently. They have the Wave, the Essential, and the Hybrids that combine the pressure relief and the award-winning foam with durable yet gentle springs. Ooh. They also have a wide variety of other products like pillows and sheets to ensure an overall better sleep experience.
Get it, Casper.
Get it while you can. I also sleep on a Casper mattress and have for like the last 4 years. And the one thing I learned as an adult is how difficult and expensive it is to get a mattress.
Yes.
No one prepares you for this.
It's a real pain in the ass investment. So you should go check out Casper Mattresses. Where should they go?
Ooh, you guys, you will get $100 towards select mattresses by visiting casper.com/TMGW and using TMGW at checkout Terms and conditions apply. Again, $100 towards select mattresses by visiting casperscsper.com/TMGW and using code TMGW at checkout.
Wow, this might get sleepy.
Yep, you said it. Oh, that's amazing. But Vegas was fun.
Vegas was a blast. Yeah.
Were you guys only there one night?
Only there one night. Basically.
Oh, yeah, because Chip had messaged Elliot and I and just said that he was going to surprise you. And I was like, ooh, I forget what her timeline is on like her coming back to LA for us to record. And then
he was trying to get you guys to come to Vegas.
Yeah,
I love that.
He messaged Elliot and I, and Elliot was like very tickled by it. He was like, "Oh my God, Chip messaged us,
Morgans,
the Morgan boys," and it was like, "Oh shoot, we're leaving the next morning." And then he wrote back, "All good. I couldn't keep a secret anyway," but no other information after that. And that's when I was like, "Ooh, I don't know if he told Mamrie. Like, I don't know how to text Mamrie to go. So when are you coming back?"
It was very sweet because he was like, "Nope, you're landing and coming to Vegas." But I was like, "Okay, babe, I'm glad you told me because I have a dog sitter. I have shit I have to work out." Speaking of Mary, you want a little Mary update?
I want Mary updates all the time.
Okay, what is the deal with Beans? Because I get a text from Mary while I am in North Carolina that says, I kid you not, "Is Beans Jewish? She loves bagels."
What?
Okay, what? How have I been asked twice if my Mexican hairless dog is Jewish? I mean, does she just have that vibe? I don't know. And then she loves bagels. I'm like, why are you feeding my tiny ass dog bagels?
Also, I'm pretty sure Beans likes all human food.
Yes, because Chip's got her
religiously specific.
Right, and like I like bagels. Does that mean I'm Jewish? It wasn't like gefilte fish.
No, she wasn't like having a Shabbat.
Yeah, absolutely. It wasn't beans with matzo ball soup.
Yeah.
So second time I've been asked if my dog is Jewish. But
how do you respond to that with Mary? Just go, no. She's agnostic.
I actually like laughed so hard and forgot to respond, and then later said that bagel comment made me lol.
Oh God, it's so great.
So that cracked me up. But I was walking Beans the other day, and I passed by these two old women who have like 3 chihuahuas who are fucking vicious.
Yeah.
Like we definitely, like I picked Beans up. It's all crazy, which makes me feel better because Beans is nuts. But I think I've told you before, like sometimes one of them wears one of those shirts that's just a chihuahua face.
Yes.
So watching her walk chihuahuas while wearing a chihuahua shirt is great. But so I pass them constantly, and we always say hello, and like the smaller they are, the crazier they are. Like, you know, we do our whole thing. But I'm walking Beans 2 days ago, and they go, "Oh, and it's Bean," and I go, "Oh, okay."
It's it's Mammy.
It's Mammy. Well, Beans. I was like, okay, her reputation precedes her. And then I go, "Yeah, this is Beans. Who are these guys?" And they were like, "I'm Sue. This is Suzanne." Kid you not. I was like, this is the best couple of all time.
Great.
I love them.
Already in.
And they go, "We know Mary. Mary, we see Beans with Mary. Mary walks our dog sometimes." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool. Oh, that makes me feel good." And then she goes, "Yeah, sometimes she stays at our house all the time." And Grace, I kid you not.
What?
I felt territorial.
Did you?
I was like, Mary
jealous?
hangs out with these little punks too.
You got jealous.
I got jealous.
Wow. Then Mary's charm is working on you.
It's working.
As silly as we think Mary is sometimes, you need her.
I mean, every time I come home and
She's
the
special.
TV is on Turner Classic Movies and I roll my eyes, but I love her. She drinks all my seltzer.
You guys just become by accident an old married couple that you're like, she's hanging out with her friends.
Oh yeah,
without me.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Oh,
so
interesting.
That's that update.
Wow. God, I love Mary so much.
She has no idea that she is a large part of the show.
Well, how much I would pay to have a margarita with Mary?
It'll happen. It'll happen.
I feel like there'd have to be a minimum of 2 dogs around for her to agree to that sort of human interaction.
Absolutely.
Oh, here's a funny bit that I forgot happened when we were in New York. We went from Florida to New York for a friend's wedding, and we got there the night before the wedding, and the day of the wedding was at night. Elliot had never walked across the Brooklyn Bridge, so I was like, oh, it's beautiful weather, like and we're staying close enough to it that we can walk and just have like a nice day of it. But
we're a beautiful afternoon.
Yeah, we're really excited that we woke up like slightly less hungover and like excited for the day. And we get in this elevator at the hotel, and there's like it's a small elevator, and there's like 3 members of a family kind of hanging out, and then the elevator stops on like the 5th floor, and this man walks on. And I've also been watching a lot of What We Do in the Shadows, the FX show about the vampires.
So funny.
This man was a vampire. I'm convinced. He walked on with a white button-down collared shirt that had spikes on its cuffs on both sides.
Yes.
His hair was like completely slicked back.
It was National Goth Day last week.
If this was Saturday or if this was literally Sunday, then he was celebrating in full force, because then he had this cardigan over his shoulders with his arms not through it, so it looked like a cape that he was like rocking, and he had like those Gucci slides with snakes on them, like
a Gucci goth.
A Gucci goth. And so
damn,
he just walks in like he glides. Like I was like, this man is on either rollerblades or he's a vampire.
Yeah, he's got wheelie Gucci slides.
And we've already established the elevator dynamic that none of us are talking. We're not going that many floors, so no one has said hi or anything. This man glides into the middle of the elevator and goes, "Hello, everyone."
Oh my word.
And we're all like, hi. And we're all kind of like, everyone looks down, not making eye contact. This man is like looking kind of around at everyone the entire time, which feels like it's an hour voyage in this elevator. And then Elliot and I had a drink before we left the room, and I can feel him wanting to say something to this guy, and he finally breaks, and he just goes, "Hey man, great outfit." And he says that to him, and I'm like, okay.
Fuck, Elliot.
He goes, "Great outfit." And then the doors open to the elevator at the lobby, and as we're walking out, this man just looks at Elliot dead in the eyes and goes, "I will take that compliment. I will bathe in that compliment." And then he just glides out of the elevator.
My God.
I was like, oh, he stole your soul, babe. He just stole your soul.
Holy shit. I will bathe in that compliment.
It just so quietly, because there was a tiny little pregnant pause between him saying "great outfit, man." And I was like, is this man going to think he's being sarcastic and joking? And no, he just looked him dead in the eye and said, "I will take that compliment. I will bathe in that compliment." And then glided off the elevator.
And then turned into a bat.
Yeah, and then like the sun shone on him and he turned to dust and melted in front of us immediately.
Holy shit.
It was nuts. I was like, that's perfect. That's great. I hope that man freaks out everyone today.
That story reminded me of 3 things.
Yeah. I'd like to hear 1 through 3, please.
Okay, from order of importance. 1 being not important is you walking the Brooklyn Bridge reminds me of, have you seen any of the John Wicks?
No, and I thought that like Daniel Day-Lewis was John Wick. I didn't know it was
Keanu, boo.
I know. You think I know that? Look, I have opinions about Aladdin in 3D, which I did see over the weekend, and Mary Poppins Returns. Those are the kind of movies I was watching over the last week.
Well, Chip and I went and saw John Wick a couple days ago. I saw the 3rd one. I hadn't seen the other 2. You can still,
it's
keep
fine.
up. And I texted you because the whole time during John Wick 3, I was like, I fucking know this actor who's playing his like main bad guy who's trying to get him. How do I know him? How do I know him? And like, I pictured him just saying like, blah, blah, blah. Like I could just see him.
What?
I don't know. I was like, what do I know him from where he had a catchphrase? And it was the fucking chairman from Iron Chef America who says, "A la cuisine." But with a shaved head. And you know how much of a Food Network person I am. Yeah. When I finally figured it out the last 30 minutes, I like could barely move because I just wanted to tell Chip so badly, even though he wouldn't get it. He doesn't watch Iron Chef America. I was like, that chairman. I've been to a taping by myself. That guy handed me a pretzel. I was so into it. But anyway, the point being, because they have like ads of him walking across the Brooklyn Bridge. Do you know the concept of John Wick?
Not at all.
He's an assassin.
Who is John Wick?
Yeah, John Wick is it's like a city of assassins, whatever. But his whole revenge thing, the thing that kicks off the entire movie, is someone kills his dog, and he's like, that's fucking too far, man. And so the whole movie is him getting revenge for a guy who fucked with his dog.
So this is basically like Taken, but they killed his dog instead of took a family member.
Yeah, but that is a family member.
True.
So
and they killed it.
So there's that.
Wow.
Okay. Second of all, the elevator reminded me of. So when I was in North Carolina that night, my mom was going to come up for the show. I was like, Mom, you don't have to. It's an interview. It's not a show.
Right.
You know, it's not me on stage doing my thing. And she was like, no, I'm going to come up. And I was like, I don't know how much I'll be able to see you. She was like, I'm going to bring a couple girlfriends. So she brings her 2 friends from church choir. And I said to her, I go, okay, Mom, I'm just saying you're bringing the whole alto section. So like, do they know like it's a Chelsea Handler show?
Yeah.
And she goes, they like her ideas. And I went, okay.
There we go.
But anyway, and it's so funny. She goes, we call ourselves, my mom got shirts made. They didn't wear them that night, but she got shirts made that say the bras. They're the back row altos.
Oh,
and I was like, oh my God, Mother.
You are your mother's daughter.
She was saying how they like people roll their eyes when they come in late and stuff. They're basically setting it up like people judge them, but I think they might be the bad girl clique.
Yeah, I was going to say, they sound like the badasses of church choir.
Well, then speaking of, so we stay in this hotel that's called the Museum Hotel.
Ooh.
That there's literally a museum in the lobby of.
Of what?
It's art.
Okay.
It's so weird. There's like an art gallery on the floor.
Okay.
Which is fine, except when you like lose your key or do something and you just want to get in, get out.
Yeah.
And there's people roaming around like talking about art and like all the crazy art. But so one of the art installations is just this like penguin. It's like this pink penguin. And then, so I come home, I get a couple drinks with friends who came to the show. I go to see them. I'm like, y'all order room service, y'all get wine, like hang out. I come in there, they've got the damn penguin in the room with them. They've done a whole photo shoot. I'm like, Mom, this is art. You can't take it. It's not like a traffic cone. This is an expensive piece of art. And they got like pictures of them in bed with the penguin.
They kidnapped they John Wicked the art.
They John Wicked the fucking art. I was like, Mom, I can't take you anywhere.
They're holding this penguin for ransom. Wow.
Oh my gosh. And then at brunch the next morning.
What do you do? How do you give that back?
They snuck it back into the elevator and sent it downstairs.
This is some like Italian mob horsehead shit.
Mom, this is art. Killed me. The next morning, there was a funny moment. We were at brunch and I forget exactly. I think we were talking about my mom and me like both getting stressed. I said like she gets too stressed out. I forget what it is. But her friend Ramel goes, oh, pot calling the kettle black, like pot, kettle. And my mom just goes, pot does help. And I was like, that's the most Caroline shit of all time to like alley-oop on a pun. Okay, so third thing I was reminded of.
Yeah.
Sorry. Because National Goth Day,
Yeah.
me and Gigi Gorgeous did a goth video forever ago. And I actually ran into her on, I think it's the day after National Goth Day because I went to go see Sasha Velour on Friday night.
Yes.
Which was
I'm
very
so
cool.
jealous.
Which was very cool and very hilarious to watch Chip watch a artsy drag show that he had like no context for.
Yeah.
But I'm in line for a drink and I see, boom, Gigi Gorgeous.
Yeah.
So this motherfucking bitch, I go, JJ! And I go to hug her. She runs over, hugs me, and as she's holding me tight, she goes, I'm so sorry, we had to make some cuts for the wedding. You're no longer invited. And I go, what?
Wait, is that real?
And then she goes, I'm fucking with you. I saw Grace the other week and she said you were freaking out. You hadn't gotten the invite yet. And I went, I was freaking out. Grace is the one freaking out. I said she blamed it on me.
I did not say it like that. I just said we were all talking about it and we didn't know if we were still invited.
She goes, yeah, Grace said you were freaking out. I was like, oh, that little bitch.
No, didn't say it like that. But I'll take that dramatization.
Take it, now that we know. But I was just like, I had a solid moment there where I went, I cannot believe we just got disinvited to the wedding. But that's how good she was at like fucking with me.
She's great. That's fantastic.
It really killed me.
She's like a Chip.
Yeah, she's a good prankster. An absolute prankster, that Gigi Gorgeous.
Oh my gosh. I know. I literally, in my mind, goes immediately, I'm uninvited too then?
Right. I look at her and I go, we were just picking out our Airbnb. Oh no, Gigi.
Yikes.
So no, we're still invited to the wedding of the year.
I cannot wait.
It's going to be the best time.
So this came up the other week and I think this is a joke, but it came up on my Ring doorbell system. It's kind of like Nextdoor app where you can post things that go to the neighborhood of like Ring doorbell people that are on their app. And it says, because someone did steal my Ring doorbell the other week when I got home.
They stole the thing that's supposed to prevent people from stealing stuff?
They did.
Holy shit.
So I had to get a new one. But then I saw this, someone posted this on the app that said, someone stole my Ring doorbell and they used it to film a porno movie with. I would post the footage, but it's too hardcore. What can I do about this? This town is full of sickos. It's disgusting. I'm Christian, and I never would have moved here if I knew how depraved this town actually is.
Whoa!
I think this is not real. I looked at this was posted a couple weeks ago, and I looked at all the comments, and everyone was like, "Can we maybe see the footage though?"
Or stills? But also, who would steal the most gritty fucking camera?
You can only take videos 30 seconds at a time. So unless it's a very unimpressive porno. Some people don't need a lot of time. I get it. I fully get it.
Wow. I think it has to be fucked up. I think it has to be not real.
Yeah.
Right?
A lot of people were just being like,
prove it.
Prove it. Also, if anyone wants to steal mine and make a porno, that's cool.
Like, we're down. Or just make a porno in front of my Ring, but leave it for me.
But also, kind of in tandem with John Wick and his dog thing, someone posted on this app that someone tried to kill my dog.
No!
Yeah. My father-in-law or husband are usually outside with the dogs.
This is just going to be real sad.
But for some reason, the dogs were out alone. No, and so they said that they think that their dog was poisoned and they can't tell exactly who it is. And they go, I have a good idea of who it is. But of course, my husband defends her. It's his girlfriend or his ex-girlfriend. I know she hates my dog. So if anyone knows anything, I would greatly appreciate it.
Why are they taking this to Nextdoor?
It was so specific that I was like, what?
Have a conversation amongst yourselves, motherfuckers.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty nuts. I was like, this is now a soap opera on this whole app.
Truly.
Yeah.
Truly a non-spawn. Okay, here's another dog
Give
story.
It to me.
Well, we had the Kentucky Derby.
Yes.
Raised about $6,000.
Amazing.
For Muttville, San Francisco. Mm-hmm. So fun. Just like the cutest pictures of dogs in their tiny hats. And thanks to everyone who participated, be it making your own hats or putting a hat emoji on your dog. Mm-hmm. But so I think I might have discussed this on here, that I slid into the DMs of Pete Buttigieg's husband.
I've been boasting about this to everyone.
Oh, thank you. God bless. So I can't remember if we talked about it. If we have, I'm sorry. Here's a quick recap.
We have. Yeah.
So I've slid into people's DMs to try to get like Insta famous dogs or like, famous people I kind of know who have dogs to see if they would participate. But I just love Pete Buttigieg and I love presidential nominee or candidate. What is it?
He's running for president.
He's running.
Yeah.
They haven't decided who the candidate is.
Right.
So his husband is always posting pictures of their dog, Buddy. Yeah. It's so cute.
Yeah.
They're the cutest couple. So I just slid into Chasten's whatever DMs and did the copy and paste and knew. I said, you'll never see this. Your husband's running for president. Yeah. Like whatever. I get a response back that goes, oh my God, I've been a fan of yours for years.
I know. This is so insane.
It was so fun. We chatted back and forth a little bit. He's like, I'd love to participate. Unfortunately, the time didn't work out and he wasn't there to get the hat the day of Derby, because his husband's running for president.
Yeah, because they're on the campaign trail right now.
But so he sent me, they were having a fundraiser a couple weeks ago. I couldn't go, but
oh my God, Beans just walked over you're describing this.
Like, she was like, are you talking about someone else's dog, bitch? Oh my God. So my friend Claire was going. I saw on her story that she was at it. And so I sent her a message and I go, oh my God, like Chasten, like he was supposed to do the Derby. Yeah. If you talk to him, tell him you're friends with me.
Yeah.
And then, so I see her like a week later and she goes, oh, I talked to him. Funniest story. And I go, what? She was like, I brought it up that like, I was friends with you. And he was like, oh yeah, I love them. The three of us. He got home, had his package, the Kentucky Derby package. Everything they get sent to them now
has to get checked
by the Secret Service. So he had to open the package
in front of
the Secret Service of America to pull out a tiny hat, a tiny bottle of Maker's Mark, a tiny mint julep cup, which was a shot glass, and a tiny trophy. And that Secret Service was like, what's this, dude? And he was like,
Should we be concerned?
Too crazy to explain. So I just love that. I was like now, a national threat.
Yeah, now you're on some watch list somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely, because I'm sending weird tiny hats to the possible first man of America.
You're sending small bottles of brown liquids to
Oh, it cracked me up. I'm like, that's perfect.
Oh, that's
better than a picture of your dog in the hat, is knowing Secret Service was pulling out these tiny items.
And that you might have a difficult time flying in the near future.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, Beans is entering the studio. Beans is entering. Beans, come on in.
You have never crossed the threshold.
Okay, Chip is back. She's barking.
Oh, okay. Oh, one quick thing, because we are going down to...
Beans, hush.
Beans, I know you have so much to say.
I have to take a picture to put on Patreon of what this looks like.
It looks like invisible fencing is in front of your...
Stay right there, Beans. Okay, sorry, keep talking.
She literally looks like she cannot cross the threshold.
She's like what we do in the shadows.
Yeah, exactly. That she has to be invited in.
And here she is.
So we're going down to Austin, Texas, and we're doing a live recording of the podcast down there.
At Rooster Teeth.
At RTX. It should be super, super fun. So you can look at our socials to see like how you can come and see the taping of it. But one of Elliot's cousins I was talking to, after his show, her girlfriend was saying that she knows actual people that identify as vampires in Austin, and they went to a vampire wedding for these two people, and she gave me their names that we have to look them up when we get down there because it's like an entire like
vampire community in Austin.
Yeah, that they identify as vampires. They apparently like drink actual blood and like
what?
Yeah, I was like, okay, we've been to the Bat Bridge.
I was going to say, is that because of the large bat community in Austin?
I don't know, but they were telling me about the wedding that they went to, a vampire wedding, and how intense it was, that I was like, okay, I will be down there in a month. Let me figure this out.
If there's any vampires listening, yes. I'm ordained. And I will travel to come to your vampire fucking wedding.
Oh my God.
That is insane.
I would love it.
Wow. That's a rough, hot city to have to wear all black in.
Yeah, you know. But if you identify as a vampire and you really only go out when the sun sets, then maybe it's not as bad. I don't know.
I guess so. Wow.
I have no idea.
Man.
Yeah.
That's
pretty
crazy.
Intense. But all that said, come see us do a live episode at RTX.
Yeah, that'll be a blast. And we're trying to figure out other live dates. In the meantime, and one of the perks of one of the tiers is getting early access to tickets.
Yes.
Go to our Patreon. It is patreon.com/thismightgetweird. All kinds of fun stuff. You know, we are trying to hit a certain landmark. We're trying to get 1,500 patrons, and then we'll do a choreographed dance.
Like a genuine, like actually trying choreographed dance, not like a hugely tongue-in-cheek
and we
thing.
Keep like, you know, you have some people join, some people leave every month. So
yeah,
we got to get it. I think it got weird. And you know what I want to end it on?
What? Yep, I know.
One more.
It sounds like he's being murdered by his own butthole.
I love it. I hope I get to do that soon.
Oh, well, We'll see you next time.
Not weird.